Hello everyone, and welcome back to Aidan Plays Don't Starve. This will be our third episode in the series, and after last week's kerfuffle with a koalefant, I'm excited to get back to actually playing the game. Now, they've introduced a new update that you can see under the Don't Starve logo, and they've called it Strange New Powers. And according to the notes that I read on the Don'tStarveGame.com website, they seem to have introduced a whole bunch of new modifiers for all of the characters except Wilson, so it's not going to affect me right now. The biggest thing, though, from the update notes that I'm excited about, is they've introduced a new character that maybe some of you have gotten a chance to play already. His name is Woody the Lumberjack, and apparently he's a fun-loving Canadian, just like me. We're everywhere, so you can't get rid of us. We're even in Don't Starve. Now that's something to look forward to down the line. It's not going to affect me right now because I'm hoping, cross my fingers, that we're not going to die super soon. So without further ado, now that I've probably jinxed myself, let's get back into the game and see what we can do. Alright, so last time we played, I uncovered quite a bit more of the map because I was chasing around that dreaded koalefant, and if you didn't watch that, you should really go watch it. It was pretty funny. I was very persistent right up until the very end when he decided he just wasn't going to stop for me, so spoilers if you haven't seen it. Either way, go back and watch it. Point being, I managed to uncover a huge portion of map. There's a ton of grassland, some forest, some rock location up here, which is awesome because rock is a pretty important resource. And we didn't do any exploring down south. It was strictly a northbound adventure. So that's alright. We know what's going on up there at least, and there's a whole bunch of stuff uncovered. So this time around, maybe I'll explore a little bit more to the left and down a bit, see what's going on there. Also, this time around, I'm a big stickler for organization, and I find one of the biggest challenges to this game is resource management, inventory management. And I don't want that to be a challenge, but it is, and that's just life. So one of my main goals is I'm going to try and create some chests, which, yeah, you can create chests with 3 boards, which are made out of wood, I believe. So that's the plan. We're going to make some chests so that I can keep some of this stuff that I don't necessarily need to carry with me all across the world, like gold, a torch, maybe the traps that I don't really use. And then I can keep them on hand but not have to worry about taking up precious resource slots. And yes, you are hungry, and thank goodness we have some food that's rotting that I can feed you. Last time around too, we took a pretty big hit to our health because of that pain in the ass tall bird that decided he wanted to take us down. So that's something we'll have to deal with. So goals for this episode: hopefully create some chests, stay alive because that's what the game wants us to do, and try and get our health back up to par so that we can actually survive. Now, I don't know if I noticed that correctly or if the heat up here in Ontario is just getting to my brain, but I'm pretty sure when I chopped that tree down, it shook the screen. So let's see. That is so cool. Okay, maybe I am, short attention span, easily amused, but little details like that make a game more realistic make it worth playing to me. Not that Don't Starve isn't worth playing, I love this game, but just cute little details like that make it more immersive. That out of the way, let's run around. We're going to try and find some food, because right now we've only got 1 cooked carrots and 1 raw berry. I don't think Chester has anything in him. I've got an egg. I should probably have cooked, but that's not going to get us very far. So let's get some wood and let's keep our eye out for some edible stuff. And I really need to do some more running around and getting a sense of what edibles improve your health. Oh, I killed my axe. Need to get a sense of what edibles are good for your health and which ones are better for hunger. There's a whole lot to eat in this game and a whole lot you can make with the crockpot system, mushrooms, stuff you can find, stuff you can cook. And I haven't quite got a sense of what does what. So we're still learning. I've had this game for a while and I've played it quite a bit, but you can never stop learning in this game. There's always something to figure out. So let's keep getting wood, and I guess I can pick up some pine cones. I already have a stack of them in my inventory, so it's not going to hurt. What do we got going on here? Alright, let's go down and to the left a bit. Actually, maybe we should stay... Whoa, hello, tall bird. Maybe he won't see us. Yeah, because we're going to go down this way anyway, so His nest is probably around here somewhere because tall birds seem to only roost in rockland, from what I've seen. I could be wrong. And there's another one, so I'm guessing that's probably the case. So let's get some more wood. Haven't really found any more food, which could be a bit of an issue. I can't carry any more stuff. Alright, what can we do here? Let's eat those carrots, clear out that bit of inventory, eat the berries. See what I mean? Inventory management, it forces you to be very conscious about it in Don't Starve. Which is good, I think. I think it'd be too easy if you had an unlimited inventory and you could just run around picking up whatever you want, because then you have all the resources at your fingertips. So it's just a little bit, one more thing you have to kind of keep in mind while you're exploring the area. The only reason I'm picking up these pine cones, I usually don't bother, but I'd like to maybe create some more forestry around our base location. Not that we ever stick around there much, but at least we can kind of have some resources nearby when we do stop in there. I thought there'd be more to it down here, but I guess not. Certainly not any food that we've stumbled across yet, which is kind of a bummer. I really can't get over that tree thing. It's such a cool detail. It's so small, but it really makes a difference. Also, you can stack pine cones higher than 21, I just realized, so let's keep picking them up. Oh, there's some berries. And I'm always picking up flint and rocks, because I think I've said this before, but you always need them. You never exactly have too many. Well, you can have too many rocks, but flint, I find, as long as you're still making regular tools, you always need it, so there's no sense not picking up when it's around. Because knowing me, there'd be a point where I would absolutely run out of it. Oh, we've reoriented our map funny. I don't even know if that's right. Nope, not quite. One more. There we go. It's a cool feature that you can turn your map around while you're walking, and it really helps find stuff behind trees, but I find it sometimes mixes you up. If you don't pay attention to which direction you've turned it, you can easily get messed around. And I've just sort of wasted dusk running around, so we're definitely not getting back to our base location. So we'll just have to make a campfire, waste some of the logs we've picked up along the way, and get through this night. So let's do that. And we don't have a whole lot we can do, so we'll use this little time period. I say you can't have enough flint, and now I'm full. We'll use this little period of time of night to cook up our berries and see what we can do with our inventory here. Carrying some stuff I probably don't need. I don't know if I need ashes. I don't know what I need this niter for. Spider glands are good for healing. Well, let's cook this egg. See. Oh, we can't cook it. Did I already cook it? Oh, I already cooked it. That's why. Well, let's just eat that. Didn't do anything for our health, but it did help our hunger. I'll store the trap in here because I'm not going to use it immediately. I like to have all my tools towards the end too, because then I kind of know where they are should I ever need to frantically click on something. Which, you know, as you saw in the last episode, does happen quite a bit. And that's going to be night, so let's keep exploring downwards, see if we can't find ourselves some food. Oh, we found ourselves a graveyard. Now, here's a question I have to those of you who have been playing Don't Starve for a while, like myself. In previous versions, when you accumulated resource points that allowed you to learn to make new things before this sort of science machine prototype system was put in place, you would dig up these graves and it would give you stuff. So, I mean, for instance, let's dig up this sucker. Yeah, so we got a blue gem. And I know previously you'd dig up stuff like toys and stuff like that, and you could research it and it would give you research points, but that doesn't happen anymore, so... Okay, all I'm digging up is gems. Never mind, I might have answered my own question. What I was going to ask was, what's the point in digging stuff up now if you can't get research points? But they might have changed what you can dig from graves, which is really cool. I've never seen a blue gem before, so... From reading the research notes, too, about the new update, it seems like you can make some new amulets and whatnot that help you control different things. So that could be what the new gems have to do with. I keep forgetting that we don't have empty slots available for flint. Ooh, more berries. So this map seems to be very linear. There's a lot of up and down. We went very far north last time, and this time we're heading very south. And there's not a whole lot of offshoots, at least not to this left side here. You can see we're starting to go a bit crazy too. Everything's getting kind of wavy and weird. Oh yeah, our sanity's sitting at about half. So maybe we need to look into making Wilson a cute little flower crown. Which I do know from previous playthroughs that flowers crowns seem to help with your sanity. I don't know how Wilson's going to look in one, but I guess it's worth a shot. So now we need to be on the lookout for food and flowers. So let's see what we can find. Most of those things tend to be located in the greener grassy area, it seems like. Not so much this dark land. Oh, gold. I love free gold. I'll dig up some spirits. Yeah, here we go. Like this lying robot guy. Ah, we're all full. Okay, we're gonna have to try and run back up to base. So I don't know what you do with these cool little trinkets and toys now. You can't research them for research points now, so what's their value? If you know, drop me a line in the comments or tweet at me so I can figure it out, because most of the time I've stayed clear of digging up graves for that sole purpose. I just didn't think it had a reason to. But yeah, let me know. I'll save them for now. I'll take them back to my base camp. At very least, I can have a robot friend to hang out with me. And I gotta do something about my sanity. You can see it's dropping really quick. We've got, what, 73 sanity left? The screen's getting all shaky and I keep seeing all these weird things, so... Where are we here? Okay, we're close by. Here's the wormhole that we went around. So yeah, I really gotta do something about my sanity. So we're back near our base camp and there's a whole bunch of flowers around. So we're gonna drop this. Yeah, you can't research them anymore. I'm going to eat these berries and let's pick some flowers. So we can hopefully... What is that? That rabbit was really weird. Did you guys see that? It was like a creepy black weird rabbit. I don't know how else to describe it, but it was weird. I'm the queen of articulation today. It was a weird black rabbit thing. I don't know if that was just a glitch or if that's an effect of my sanity. Oh, that's cool. Picking flowers even updates my sanity. Alright, that's cool. We're bringing Wilson back to reality here. Let's take this over to our camp here. How many flowers do we have? We've got 11 flowers. And I think it takes more than that to make a flower crown. Let's see here. Garland, sorry, I keep calling it a flower crown. Okay, so I only need one more flower. There we go. Let's make Wilson a spiffy little garland to wear on his head. Aw, he's so beautiful. Don't you think so? I think it's a very effeminate crown, and he pulls it off very well. Alright, we got a whole lot of berries, thank goodness, because we're running out of food, so that'll help. How are we for wood? Yes, it's getting late. We don't have an axe, which is crazy. We seem to burn through axes like nothing. Let's chop a couple more trees down around this location, and we'll see if we can't get to making some boards to make some chests. Because as you can see, I've been carrying around a full inventory. Get out of my way, dead tree. I do know that you can also carry around a backpack, which will give you a few more inventory slots, and that might be worth looking into. I don't usually do it because I like to wear armor instead, but I mean, we're 8 days in and have yet to craft armor, which is actually kind of problematic now that I'm thinking about it. But let's see how far we can get with chests here, and then we'll worry about armor or backpack or, you know, one way or the other after that. One thing at a time. When I take on too many quests and adventures, that's when things like the koalefant kerfuffle happen. So we're gonna stay focused. Though, I do wonder what that koalefant has been up to. Because we left him somewhere nearby, so... Alright, let's see what we can do here. Let's refine our boards into... refine our wood into boards, sorry. Yeah, that's cool. I know you can't carry it. Just drop it. Let's make a few more, because we know it takes, what, 3 boards to make a chest. And we'll drop something. I don't know, gold, I guess. Making a whole lot of mess around here. I don't usually like to do that, but... Alright, structures. Chest. Perfect. And let's make a little chest thing down here. Awesome. Now we can put this stuff in here, so we don't have to carry it around with us. And since Chester is essentially a mobile chest... Oh, let's put some wood on fire real quick, because it's turned night. Right, so Chester, as I just redundantly said, is a mobile chest. So we want him to have the things that we think we're going to need pretty well right away. So this other stuff, I wish he would just come down here. We can maybe just leave. So let's see, gold, gems, that thing. I don't usually need a torch, and it's not very resource intensive, so we can just make one if we find we need another one. What else do you have, buddy? This niter stuff. Let's get the ashes he's carrying. And that chest is just about full. See how quickly that adds up? We probably don't need to carry cut stone around. So there we go, we freed up some inventory slots, which is nice. I still want to make another chest, so we don't really have time to do that right now, though. So before this fire goes out, let's very quickly cook our berries and our carrot here, so we've got some cooked food. Wilson's sanity's looking much better than it was just a few minutes ago. We're at 152. When we were starting to hallucinate, we had gotten ourselves down to 73, I think it was. So I guess 73 is a pretty bad breaking point. Now, let's look into the armor versus backpack debacle here. We can make a backpack right away. That'll help us carry some more stuff. Now, armor, grass suit provides a small amount of protection. Log suit, which is what I know usually, provides some more damage. I know you can also make a football helmet, but that requires pigskin or something like that. And we have as yet to see pigs, so that's not really something we want to bank on. So maybe we want to make a log suit and just kind of deal with the whole inventory thing. We've got Chester, so that's pretty good. So let's do that. Let's make 2 ropes, and we'll make ourselves a log suit. And now we just look totally fabulous. We've got a very lumberjack-esque log suit, a beautiful flower garland, and we're pretty much ready to hit the town. So what are we going to do now? I've pretty much accomplished what I set out to do. Alchemy machine. We need an alchemy machine so we can research some stuff down the line. So for that, we need 6 gold, 2 cut stone, and 4 boards. That's pretty well cake. We can do that, I think, pretty well right away. So let's hold off on that. We'll do that next night. Let's go and see if we can't find some food. Because we are starving, and I really need to do something about my health. So let's head over this way. Now you can see too, the flower garland has durability like the food items do. I don't know if it's going to spoil. I guess flowers do spoil. Or if it'll just simply disappear when we're done with it, but there seems to be plenty of flowers up around this area. So it'll be something we'll pretty easily be able to rectify when it does sort of die or spoil or does whatever it's going to do. Oh, that wasn't a whole lot of grassland. The sort of biome distribution is really interesting in this map too. We're going a little bit more to the left, so we do have a bit more to explore this direction, but I mean we're hitting like light grasslands, dark, light, dark. I don't recall the biomes being that random, I guess, in the old games that I'm used to playing, but that's alright. I think it provides more variability to the game. And honestly, don't ask why I'm picking some resources and ignoring others. I'm not really very focused, as I'm sure you can tell. But this is exactly what we want. There's all sorts of carrots over this way. Wilson's a vegetarian, in case you didn't know. No, he's totally not a vegetarian. It's just much easier to pick carrots and pick berries than it is to trap and kill rabbits. A whole lot less time intensive. I guess while I'm over here, I'll definitely pick some grass because we spent a whole lot of it on the log suit. I should probably chop some trees too, so we can maybe make another chest over at our base. That way we know we'll be organized, we'll be in a good sort of ready state of mind to go next time around. We can start with a relatively clean inventory and a clean conscience, knowing that we did it all ourselves. Is that a wormhole I've seen before? I don't think it is. Wormholes are a lot of fun. They pick you up and dump you in an area of the map that you may or may not have seen before, depending on how much you've explored by foot. But I'm pretty sure they also negatively impact your sanity, and since we just dealt with the whole sanity management issue, I don't really want to go messing around with wormholes just yet. Maybe next episode after we get ourselves a couple of chests set up and in a more comfortable position in terms of exploration. So it's just about to hit night, so let's pick this last stuff over here, maybe get some more trees. So we do have one more inventory spot we can fill, on us at least, not even including Chester. And then maybe we'll head back and see about making another chest. And then that'll probably be it for this episode. That'll give me some time to think about where to go and what to do next time. Maybe do some more exploration. We haven't really found anything too crazy. I think the koalefant, which we're going to have to learn how to take down, and the tall bird are the craziest things we've encountered so far. And that's not really all that crazy, so we got some crazy to explore. We got to find some crazy. Make our lives kind of interesting. Let's see here. Ah, I broke my axe again. Wilson really is hard on those axes. Pick up the pine cones. We got like 40 pine cones, so we should probably start clearing our conscience and planting some trees. I think the first time I ever died in this game, it was because I knocked down too many trees, and this crazy tree creature spawned out of nowhere, and I thought he was friendly, so I definitely went over to interact with him, and he smashed my face into the ground. And I haven't seen him since that first playthrough, regardless of how many trees I've cut down, so I'm a little bit concerned for my well-being this time around, since I've cut so many trees and not really replanted any. So we'll have to make a point to do that. Alright, that's probably enough. Let's see if we can run back to our base before night hits, and we'll cook up some of our deliciousness and get ready for the next day. I love the bouncing noise that Chester makes. He hops behind you, kind of like Tigger. I'm dating myself here, but I remember Winnie the Pooh cartoons, and Tigger used to bounce around. Don't judge me, you know you watched them. Where are we going here? Alright. Oh, I messed around my map. We all know Tigger was one of the best Winnie the Pooh characters, too. There's another thing you debate in the comments if you want. Who is your favorite Winnie the Pooh character? I don't know if Tigger was my favorite. I think Eeyore was probably my favorite, but... Oh, we lost Chester. But Eeyore doesn't make cute bouncing noises like Tigger and Chester do, so... I'm sorry, Eeyore, but you were just simply not relevant to this conversation. Alright, we made it back just in time. We're pretty awesome like that, I guess. So, here we go. Let's cook up our food. Get that all set and ready to go. Because Wilson has an eating problem. He eats a lot. I guess all I'm feeding him is carrots and berries, but like, dude eats a lot. Should maybe look into that. Also, I don't know how or whether or not this is going to affect us, but I see now that it's a full moon. And sorry, I paused there for a second. I thought I heard some crazy, creepy hound noises, and they are bastards. So I wanted to be ready for that, if indeed I did hear it. Which I still keep thinking I do, but if I'm silent, I don't hear anything. So I could also just be insane. Completely possible. I mean, Aidan is insane, not even Wilson this time around. Alright, let's make 3 more boards. Make ourselves another chest. Perfect. Anything Chester's got that we want to dump down? Charcoal we don't need right now. Spiderweb we probably don't need. And if I regroup all my tools to the end here, I think that puts us in a pretty good position. So we explored a little bit more of the map today. We touched up some resources, found ourselves a cool graveyard down there. So until the next episode, leave me some comments, debate over Winnie the Pooh characters if you want to, but yeah, let me know if there's any benefit to digging up graves and getting the new, the toy items, like the lying robot and stuff like that, and what to do with them now. Is there any point, or are they just sort of items that sit around and collect dust? Either way, tune in next time and we'll see if we can't get ourselves into a little more trouble. Until then, thank you for watching. Leave me some comments below the video or pop on over to twitter.com/AidanEvolves and get in contact with me there. Thanks guys, see you next week.